So basically that's kind of the style I want to try to somehow work with my yarn braids. I know that she has her hair in, from what it looks like, it's a sew-in. So, but I'm gonna try to use that as my inspiration for changing up my look because I want to keep these yarn braids in. It's really low maintenance. Once the braids are in, all I have to do is like wash my hair like I normally do and just like make sure I spray more my hair than the yarn section of it, but my hair section I usually spray with leave-in conditioner and some moisturizer to keep my hair moisturized. I don't want to get in too dry. So I'm just going to show you just for demonstration purposes. My hair on this particular braid actually goes down to about here. So I'm going to cut, to be safe so I don't cut my own hair off, I'm going to cut where I know it's nowhere near. So I'm going to cut about here. This is the fun part. So let me unbraid this. Okay, I'm almost there at the end. Sorry for the crazy faces I'm making, because I'm sure I'm looking crazy. But I just want to show you what I do. Okay, so actually, wait here. Okay, so okay, this is the yarn. It's all crinkled because it's been braided for, like I said, a month. And then this is my hair. So as you can see, it's, I mean, so this goes, this particular front section goes down past my ears now. It's actually here, the end of it's right here in my chin. And I'm sure if I was to press it or something, it would actually go down a little bit more, but not that much. But not that I'm going to press it, because I don't want to mess up my hair texture, because I like my hair texture the way it is. And the funny thing with my hair, just kind of a side note, if I was a washer right now, it would actually shrink up probably a whole inch. My hair is really funny. I'll do a future video about shrinkage, because my hair actually does shrink because the curls are so tight. It just kind of shrinks up. And every time I wash my hair, I swear people think I cut my hair, and I'm like, no, I just wash my hair. It shrinks. But as you can see, that's my hair. So for those that don't, I guess, haven't seen me before, and they've only seen me with the braid look, I actually have my hair loose like this. So this is not actual locks. So this is to show you this is not dreadlocks. This is yarn. Okay. So now that I've taken that out, I have the colors I'm using are black and brown. So let me show you really quick what I do. And I also want to say something else too. There's a lot of videos about yarn braids or genie locks, I think is what they call them. I've seen some of the videos, and I noticed that the girls that I've seen do their braids a little bit differently. This is the way that I do it. I'm not a professional hairstylist or anything, but this is just what I do for myself. So you can either do it the way that I'm going to show you, or you can do it the way that some of the other people on YouTube have demonstrated. So this is what I do. And again, I'm not a professional hairstylist, so it's not going to be professional. So anyways, I don't know if I'm going to keep it this length or not. I'm not for sure yet. But anyways, I usually put my hair down like this so I can kind of get an idea of what I want. I take this in and keep it where the section is so I can kind of measure. Basically what I'm doing is measuring. And this end here is the end of the yarn. So I'm going to pull it all the way down to the end, which is about here. Maybe a little bit longer just because as I braid it, it's going to get a little bit shorter. Because I can always cut it to the length I want later. So, but I try not to do it too much because I don't want to waste yarn either. So this is my way I measure. So I got it the length that I want. So I keep my hand here. And then I basically Okay, so my hand's here. I'm basically just measuring. And then once I get all the way down to the end, then I'm like, oh, okay, that's where I want it. And I just cut it. Okay, so we got one. Yes, I just said bam. Okay, so I measured again, and I just basically hold it. I got the two. Can you see that? Two strands. So I'm just gonna hold it and pull. Oh, hold on. This yarn is about to roll off to the table, which is not what I want. I don't want it on the floor. So I'm gonna keep pulling. Guess what fell? The yarn. Okay, hold on a second. Be right back. Okay. Yeah, this is definitely 5, and I'm not going to edit because I really don't care. So I have 2 pieces. Now, I've seen girls that use just 2 pieces. I use 3. And it's usually not perfect because, as you can see here, it's not perfect. But still, I'm going to cut it. It does not have to be perfect. Okay, so now I have my 3 pieces of yarn. 1, 2, 3, add a trois. So I know it's not perfectly even, but what I usually do is take this in here, try to line them up evenly as possible. Do the same thing for this. So this is one end, this is the other. Put them together, and then I just kind of pull down until I get to this. This is actually going to be the top of the braid, and these ends are actually the bottom. Okay, I did wash my hair, so my hair is clean. And what I'm going to do now, and I don't know if you can see very well, but I'm going to do it anyways. Pull this back, so give me a second here. Let me try something. Okay, so at this point, now that I've measured it out, I'm going to braid it into my hair. It's nothing fancy or anything. It's the same thing you would do if you had, for those of you that know how to do regular extensions with regular um, hair extensions or braids, it's the same thing. Sorry, I'm like losing my train of thought right now. So as I did before, just the loop. This is going to be the top, and the ends are the bottom. All right. So get right in the camera. Okay, so take this loop. I hope you can see this well. And I take it my hair, and I'm basically gonna loop it. I don't know how well you can see that. This is very hard, by the way, because I'm trying to look at the camera as I'm doing this. But okay, so this is my hair, and this is the yarn. So I'm just gonna braid it in. I don't know if you can see that very well. Just braid it in just like that. And then I just keep going. And that's basically how it's done. And then once I've braided it down, then I just keep going and braid it all the way down. So that's that. So let me go ahead and braid it so you can kind of see what I'm doing here a little bit better. But that's basically it. Yes, I look crazy right now because it's not all the way braided, but I just wanted to show you basically what I do, how, especially as far as the measuring the yarn and stuff. But it's not that hard if you know how to braid, and it's pretty nice to have as far as the summer style or low maintenance style, because you could just put it in the braids, leave them in as long as you want, and I mean not too long, but you know the average time that you would if you had braid extensions. The only thing is, especially if you have long ones like mine, sometimes it does get hot and it's hard to deal with the length all in your neck and stuff. Sometimes it's easier just to put it in an updo, like the knot that I had on the side on the my hair journey video, stuff like that. So there's a lot of options you can do with hair braids. So now I'm going to basically put another video up so you can actually see me as I'm doing my hair. Okay, so you can get a better idea of what I do. So again, I'm not a professional, but that's just what I do for my own self. So, all right.